Well, as a young migrant farm worker whose family was from Mexico, Jose Hernandez's dream of being an astronaut, well, it seemed impossible. But hard work, determination, and the unwavering support of his family and teachers, it became a reality. The inspiring story of how he became part of the Discovery Space Shuttle crew is told in a new Amazon Prime movie called A Million Miles Away. I saw the movie this week, and I got to tell you, I loved it. And I've been so very excited to meet our next guest. I've been pumped all week about it. I want you to give a big welcome to NASA engineer and astronaut, Jose Hernandez. Jose, so glad to have you here.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
I wasn't kidding. This film is so wholesome. It's so inspiring. Your story is a story America needs to know about. And I thank you for telling it in this film.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it demonstrates that the American dream is alive and well. It may take us a little bit more work to get there, but the American dream still exists.
Your father was a huge influence. You know, he worked in the fields, 4 children, and yet he would not let you guys quit, and he would not let you think that you could just slack off.
Exactly. He taught us a great work ethic. Every Saturday and Sunday, when it was during the school year, we were out there working with him and Mom. And while a lot of kids love summer vacation, we dreaded it because we knew we had to be out there 7 days a week. But that taught us that great work ethic and not to quit and don't be afraid of hard work.
But when you're out there in the fields, you're a little kid. I mean, how do you think, I'm going to be an astronaut someday? I mean, that would, for a lot of people, seem an impossibility.
Well, you know, the dream was conceived when I was 10 years old. Picture a 10-year-old boy watching a black and white TV with rabbit ear antennas. Young folks don't know what rabbit ear antennas are, but...
Old folks do.
But just picture a 10-year-old boy watching the very last astronaut, Gene Cernan, walking on the moon. And there I am saying, that's what I want to be. And I tell my father, who only has a 3rd grade education, I tell my father, he takes me to the kitchen and he does 2 amazing things. First, he validates the dream. He says, I think you can do it. Second, he says, follow this simple 5-ingredient recipe, son. He says, determine your purpose in life. Recognize how far you are, draw yourself a roadmap, and prepare yourself according to the challenge, and develop a work ethic second to none. He says, you mix that up, son, and that's the recipe to succeed in life.
And you followed your dad's recipe.
I added 6 ingredients, perseverance, because...
How many times did you apply to NASA and were told no?
11 times. It wasn't until the 12th time.
Every year for 11 years,
yes,
you applied to be in the astronaut program. They said no.
Exactly.
When I watch in that film what you went through, I mean, all the different things that you ended up doing, you had a phenomenal wife, have a phenomenal wife.
Yes, I still.
Who has been so encouraging to you in that. Now you've got a son who has earned his PhD. He's going to be a NASA engineer.
That's correct.
How cool is that?
Following the footsteps. Going further, because he has a PhD and he's learning how to fly and scuba dive. I mean, he is an incredible young man, as my 3 daughters are. And my last one is in his 3rd year of mechanical engineering, so I can see the light at the end of the dark tuition tunnel.
You know what I think you're most happy about? Jose, I think what's really exciting to you is that oldest son is off your payroll and on somebody else's right now.
He's off the Hernandez payroll, exactly.
Got to be a great thing. Was it kind of surreal watching your life portrayed on the screen? Was there ever a moment you said, oh my goodness, what?
Yes, you never grow up saying, I'm going to grow up so they make a movie about me. You know, I just want to be an astronaut. But then I realized that I became a role model and I embraced that. And I said, you know, we've got kind of like lightning in a bottle here that we need to share to motivate our kids. Because right now, it's kind of hard to get them motivated. And I'm hoping they see the story and they say, if he did it, why can't I? You know, an empowerment process.
I want my grandchildren to see this story. I want people across America, because some people, maybe they're adults, but they've got kids and grandkids. They need to start thinking, hopefully, toward them. But I think younger people could see this and realize, I need to quit telling myself what I can't do and start working hard for what I can do.
Exactly.
Jose,
Exactly.
absolutely one of the best films I've seen in a long, long time.
Thank you very much, Governor.
Oh, thank you.
On Prime Video.
I am so thrilled to have you here. And you're right, it can be seen. And if you have Prime Video, you can watch it. It's free on Prime Video. If you don't, it's worth getting Amazon Prime to see this film. It's called A Million Miles Away.
On now, so it's great.
It is on, because I watched it this week. It's streaming right now on Amazon Prime. And if you want trailers and links to stream it, if you go to Huckabee.tv, we have direct links to the streaming process at Amazon. Please see the film. I promise it will inspire you as it did me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I hope you will now. The button is just below this video, and there's a little bell next to it. If you click on those, YouTube will reluctantly start letting you know when we've got a new video uploaded.